Alright, shalom. Hopefully y'all can see me. Adjust this. Lock here. Give me 1 second, okay? Just gotta adjust the camera. Hopefully y'all can see me now. Alright, Khan. Alright, Khan, man. Khan, so shalom, Akims. I don't know if y'all can see me. I think the angle's kind of bad, but I can do something like that. So, lock here. Give me 1 second. Make sure that this is all good before we get into it. Alright, there you go, Khan. Alright, so shalom, Akims. Alright. I'm Brother Banawar, come back another, outside lesson, the highways and byways, highways and hedges, if you will. Alright, first and foremost, before we get into anything, alright, I'd like to give all praise on the glory to Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahawah by Sham, Yahawashi. Okay, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, who rule well and teach well, and a sincere salutation unto the brethren. Alright. But right, man, okay? So we're just gonna open up with that, all right? And again, okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Natives, and Indians are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites according to Scripture and prophecy, all right? Okay, and today, man, through the Spirit, we're gonna go into, hopefully I can find it. Okay, God. I can find it. Yeah, man, through the Spirit, you're going to go into the 7 brothers today, man. Okay? The account in the book of Maccabees. Alright? During the time of the Greeks. Okay? Relatively it's kind of related to the situation that we're in now. Alright? The temptations. You know what I'm saying? Alright? And that's how you got to surround yourself with brothers, man. Like-minded brothers, man. To keep you in the Spirit, to keep you sharp. Alright? So alright, Khan, here we go. Got it. Alright, Khan, so we're gonna open up in the book of Maccabees, alright? So this is Maccabees chapter 7, verse 1, right? So we're going to go into the account of basically the 7 brothers, man. All right, the testimony, okay, going into basically how, they were hit with the temptations, man. Okay, everything, women, money, riches, freedom, right? The things of the flesh, okay? So this is Maccabees chapter 7 and verse 1, man. It says, it came to pass also, the 7 brothers with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against Allah to taste swine's flesh. All right, and that's what he said. Try and tempt Jacob was the swine's flesh, man, to see if they would go off. All right, but the modern day swine's flesh, okay, Salakia. The modern day swine's flesh is that karagma, the MOTB. Alright, come on, we got that lined up. Alright, so they were tempted with the swine's flesh, man. Okay, see if they would go off. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the karagma in a sense, man. Okay, because that's how we're gonna be tempted as well. Okay, right? That's how we're gonna be tempted as well. Through the Spirit. Okay, we're gonna be tempted. Okay, Esau's gonna come with those miracles. Alright. Esau's gonna come with those miracles, man. He's gonna come with those fancy talks with you, man. Okay? Okay, he's gonna come to you, oh, you know, what is it called? I can give you anything in the world, type of thing, man. That's how he's offering up the world. Okay, and you've seen that with the Karagma. You've seen how he moves with the Karagma. All right, you know, free donuts. You can win a car. You can win a house. Okay, we've been speaking on this, man. Okay, Esau's been in that type of spirit to where, oh yeah, I'll offer you this and that if you take this. Okay, right? All right. So it says against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. Okay, so they were tormented, aka tortured, by being beaten. Okay, and as you go into the accounts, it actually gets pretty physical, man. Okay, the accounts actually get very descriptive and physical. All right, you know. So this is verse 2. It says, but one of them that spake first said, thus what is those ask or learn of us? We are ready to die. Okay, so the brothers are ready to die, man. Okay, and again, man, that's, hey, the other apostles through the years have been speaking about that. Okay, you know, be ready to give it, you know, give it all up. Okay, and I actually have a sit down I made on that too. Okay, right, lower down on my channel. All right, but basically that's what it is, man. Okay, we got to be ready to give it up. Okay, whether we give up, I was listening to the brother from Memphis again yesterday. You know, he's just been in the spirit, man. Like the past week, he's been in the spirit. He's just been going in. But you know, basically, he was talking about, you know, just because you have a woman now, all right, you know, your wife now, the wife that's with you right now, doesn't mean that she's gonna be with you to the end. Okay, right? And that's what you gotta understand, is that the Lord uses things as vessels, man. Okay, your car is like a vessel, you know, right? Your job is a vessel. Those are things, means to help you survive. You know what I mean? All right, your woman could be kind of a helpmate, you know. And again, man, like the brother was saying, he wasn't trying to speak down on any brother's relationship, but he's just saying you could definitely have a decent relationship in the truth, but that can fool you. Okay, because you can have a decent relationship all up to now, you know, she's cool with the truth, but the minute we start getting demonized, you already know how the woman acts, man. You already know how the woman's gonna react. You know, fear sets in. Okay, knowing that the woman's a weaker vessel, fear sets in. She might see your face on TV, man. This is all things that's gonna go down. Okay, she can see your face on TV, start bugging out. All right, why's your face on TV? They calling you a terrorist. They're saying that you try to bomb the Washington Post. You know how Issa's gonna come with the you know, using his witchcraft media. Okay, all right. So these are just examples of in the flesh, man. You know, right? Of us giving up everything. Okay, and the brother even got deeper into it, man. He just said something to stick to me. He said, man, we're gonna give up everything on the side, including the flesh. You know, we can't even go into the kingdom with this flesh. How much more our worldly possessions, like a car or a woman, all right, that the Lord can give up to us on 10 times, you know, 10-fold more. Okay, and that's the thing, because what is it called? You know, brothers always speak about how what is it called, man? Brothers always speak about basically how we can lose everything, man. Okay, all right, and it's easier said than done, man. Of course, it's always easier said than done. When it's your turn to do it, you know what I'm saying? All right, it's always easier said than done, but you know, that's what the brothers was going in on. All right, we're in verse 2. Yeah, it says, rather than transgress not the laws of our father. All right, because guess what, man? They knew about the law. Okay, and at the time, all right, when they knew about the law, it was illegal to keep the law. Okay, that's why what is it called? There was a time and period, you know, called Hellenization. All right, basically turning Israelites into so-called Greek citizens, you know, or Greeks. Okay, that's what it was. All right, that was no problem for the other heathens that came into Greece, because they weren't under the laws. All right, they didn't give a damn. Okay, I already talked about this many times. Okay, when you see the other heathen come, okay, into America or a foreign country, what do? They start speaking the language. They change the way they dress, the way they think. Okay, you see it all the time, you know. All right, especially the woman. The woman is always the one that gets turned out, man. Okay, the woman always gives in that freedom, feminism mindset. Okay, right? When they come into a land like America, because they're like, oh yeah, I'm free now. And that's why, you know, they have those TV shows like man, you know, this America likes to make TV shows out of everything, but on that TV show 90 Day Fiance or whatever, all right, like a foreign man or a foreign woman is trying to marry an American to get their green pass, and you know, the people are just so oblivious to what's going on, man. Like, they're clearly marrying you to become a citizen of this place. You know what I'm saying? All right, just giving you giving you a little insight on that. But yeah, man. Okay. All right. So it says, right, verse 3. It says, and then the king, being enraged, right, because he's like, right? Because the king tried to separate them from the laws, man. Okay, right? These heathens know we're supposed to keep the laws. That's how they do that, man. What other nation is being pushed on so much for whorism, to have a bad diet? Okay, the bad diet stems from the dietary law, opposite of the dietary law. Okay, don't get it twisted. Our ancestors definitely ate delicious foods and all that, but they didn't eat no damn swine, crab, lobster, shrimp. Okay, those scavenger foods. Okay, and then now even in Asia, as more movies we go on, go watch those. Go on YouTube and just watch Asia. Watch the food market. They eat everything, man. They eat the nastiest critters, the nastiest land animals, the nastiest sea creatures, and the nasty air animals. Everything they eat. They don't eat anything that has flesh. Okay, and they even eat humans. Okay, they're cannibals. They eat humans as well. They eat anything, man. Okay, all right. I remember a while back I was reading this one article. They're talking about making poo burgers, human feces burgers, man. Okay, come on, man. All right. So that's where that stems from. The same thing in Greece. They were trying to do the same thing. Okay, right? The king's meat. Okay, they were trying to turn away the Israelites from the law. Okay, what were they doing? They were making them eat not according to the dietary law. Okay, right? They weren't eating according to the dietary law. That was number one. And then number two, they were also what is it called? Making them work like the Greeks. The Greeks used to work out naked. That was one of their other customs. Okay, work out naked. Okay, right? That was one of them. Okay, and then also man, I can't remember the other ones. Those are the main ones. Okay, and the same thing can be related today. Okay, we never dressed like this in the ancient kingdom. No shoes aren't even in. Man, we used to wear sandals. Our toes used to breathe, used to be free. That's how your feet are supposed to be. All right, the dietary law. That's another one. Okay, the way we dress with the fringes, the garments. Okay, the woman used to wear dresses. Come on, man. Okay, you know, people dyeing their hair. Those are all heathen customs. Certain haircuts. All right, like mohawks. You know, getting the shape ups. Those are all heathen customs. Okay, so those are examples of Jake when we're under the captivity of the heathen. Okay, we used to follow their customs. That's where those customs come from. Okay, another one is dreadlocks. Okay, that's a big thing in Israel. These dudes can't get over the long hair part. Okay, you know, having long hair past your freaking shoulders or some shit. Okay, right? And then the damn doo-doo dreadlocks. I call them doo-doo dreadlocks because it's just dead hair. Okay, but you already been in that. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a lesson on that, low key. Okay, right? I'm gonna have to make another lesson on that. All right, but basically, dreadlocks is an East Indian custom. That's an Elamite custom. The dead dreadlocks. Okay, all right. And don't even get me started on the damn idols, man. All that idol shit is from the heathen, man. Jake is so gone that they make idols out of people. They make holy days out of people. What the hell is that? You know? All right. So those are examples of Jake they knew the law and they didn't want to transgress it. That was at the time of the Greek Empire. Imagine now. Jake, people are way more off. Back then, Jake knew they were Israelites. There was still Jake's trying to keep the law. They were keeping the Passover, but it was all against the law. Okay, and they could actually be killed for doing so. You know, right? So it says, in rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot. Right. So they were getting ready to torment them. Okay, right? You know, probably hot oils. All right. Back then they had the bull, right? The raging bull. All right, where they heat up the bull and then put the people inside, and the people would cook alive. All right, cook to death. Okay. You can catch that actually in the movie Immortals. All right, it's an ancient ancient movie. You know, right? It's like Greek mythology, but you know, that gives you an idea of what used to go back down there. You know, it says being made hot. Verse 4, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, right? So he's gonna cut, man. That's how wicked they were, man. Okay, that's the punishment if you could get if you were caught keeping the law or caught reverencing Yahawashi. Okay, all right, that's what the heathen will do to you. Okay, all right, and then they're trying to tell you, oh, this is a white man's book, da 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 da. Man, they will kill you if you read the Bible. If it's such a white man's book, why would they kill you for reading it? Okay, they would try and kill them for reading it. You know, right? Right, so it says, and to cut off the uttermost parts of his body and the rest of his brethren and mother looking on. Okay, and that's what some brothers are gonna have to see and go through. Okay, see other brothers get tortured. Okay, man, that might be someone's lot in the truth. All right, and the crazy part is the Lord can put the Spirit onto you where you laugh and you mock them as they do that, and you still reverence Yahawashi. You know how pissed it would be. All right, they're trying to get information out of you. Okay, they're trying to get information out of you. Okay, or get you to denounce Yahawashi, and you're still there laughing, mocking them. Okay, right? Or the Lord puts the Spirit on you to not even feel no pain. You're there just mocking and laughing, and you don't feel no pain. They're there cutting off your ligaments. Okay, scolding you with hot items. You know. All right. So that's all the account. Man, there's plenty of accountments in the scriptures like that. Okay. All right. The Lord can easily put the Spirit on you, give you a little spiritual power. All right. Numb your body. You don't feel nothing, man. You're totally in the Spirit. You're not. The flesh is not even on your mind. Okay. All right. It says, verse 5, now when he was thus maiming in all his members, he commanded being yet alive to be brought into the fire. Okay, there he was, and he was mocking. He's like, man, you might as well burn me at this point. Okay, you might as well burn me. You might as well finish me off. All right, you done cut off my tongue. All right, my hand. You know how Jake be. All right, so Jake could have easily got cocky. You know what I mean? Jake could have easily got cocky. Jake could have been like, yo, you might as well do what you got to do. Okay. Do what you gotta do, man. All right, throw me in the fire. I don't give a damn. Okay, I'm ready to die. All right, that's what it said in the upper verse. It says, we are not ready to denounce the Lord's law. You might as well. We're ready to die. Okay, that's how much faith they had. Okay, all right, they weren't ready to give it all up. Okay, it says to be brought in the fire, fried in a pen. Okay, and you can imagine how they used to be, man. Yo, their torments used to be cruel back then. Okay. All right, them big ass pans, probably like the whole side of the sidewalk, and used to cook people in that. Literally, they used to heat it up, put hot oil in there, and throw the people in there and boil them to death. That was one of the torture methods. Or put your hand in there partially and make it cook and then take you out. That's what they used to do. Okay, used to be summoned by a king if you were caught keeping the law or something, and that's how they used to torture you and get to you and trying to get you to denounce Yahawashi. Okay. Was good for space dispersed. They extorted one another with the mother, okay, to die manfully, saying thus, verse 6, the Lord power looketh upon us, and in the truth have comfort in us. Okay, in the truth we have comfort in Yahawashi. Okay, that's where they found comfort. They didn't find comfort in the flesh or giving up, basically denouncing Yahawashi. They didn't do none of that. Okay, let's continue. It says, as Moses in the song, okay, which witnessed in their faces, declared, saying that he shall be comforted in his servants. Okay, all right. So they were comforted by the Spirit. Okay, even though they were being tortured, they were still comforted in the Spirit, man. They were still comforted in the Spirit. It didn't matter. They were ready to die, man. Okay, that's the spirit you got to be in. Okay, you got to pray for that type of spirit, man. Okay, all right, because the biggest weakness we have is the flesh. Okay, the flesh is us. Okay. All right, that's if you don't understand. The flesh is literally us. It's the opposite of us. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. Okay, all right. That means your temptations is weak. The urge to sin. Okay, the flesh. Okay, all right. And don't tell me you're a man. Oh, I don't get temptations because that you're lying. You're lying. You're in the flesh. Everyone's in the flesh. Everyone gets temptations. Everyone gets temptations to do, go off and do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. Okay, right. So let's continue. So it says, verse 7, it says, so when the first man, from the first, okay, because the first man is now, he gave up the ghost. It says, after this manner, they brought the second and made him a mocking stock when they had pulled off the skin of his head. Okay, scalping. Okay, right? Talking about, so-called Native Americans invented scalping. Scalping's in the Bible, man. Okay, scalping's been in the Bible. All right, that's nothing new. That was one of the torture methods they used to use. Okay, some people would die because they would be so traumatic. So much blood vessels and vessels shattered after peeling off your damn scalp. Okay, it's not till Jake started doing that. Okay, because Esau was doing it to them. Okay, so Jake started doing it back. All right, read the stories in between the wars in between the American cavalry. Okay, and then Jake. Okay, read those stories. Okay, right. with the hair, they asked him, will those eat? Okay, so now he's asking him again. He's like, yo, all right. He peeled back his scalp already, and now he's gonna ask him if you're gonna ready to eat the scalp. Man, you might as well kill me at that point, man. Okay, that's yo, like what? You see how Esau's cruel? Yeah, I think I gotta. Next part. Yeah, that's 20 minutes.